Hi, I'm Nathan Oakley and this is video log number 10. Now, following on from video log number 9 about the baby born on the China Airlines flight, I don't know if I'll fall into a massive trap here or not. We'll see as time will tell. But lots and lots of the shills who my hat is off to them in most of my videos because they post so much great information. If they're not lying, they're posting the perpetuation of the lie. In other words, they can teach you how to expand your knowledge of the backstory in most of these instances. Now, I don't profess to be an expert in NASA and their entire history, so I can only say that the shills are useful because they are. They, have expanded my knowledge in certain terms about NASA and how they explain things. It doesn't make me believe it anymore, but nonetheless, they expand my mind. Now, in the case of the last video log, the shills behaved very differently to how they've behaved in other comment sections, and it's always the same people making the same comments regardless of where the video is. But I got the video that I used in the backdrop for video log number 9 from a tweet from an account that I never ever use. It's actually one of my wife's old accounts for business that she doesn't have anymore, so it's not something that I often use, but it pops up on the iPad, and I'd heard it mentioned by Patricia Steele and Mark Sargent on Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. So it's kind of a repeating theme, this Flat Earth baby, and it came up in the suggestions time and time again as I was looking on videos. So eventually I thought, well, the videos that have been done haven't verbalised it well enough, so I will do it. Nonetheless, I always read all of the posts that are left in every single one of my videos, and in this instance, one of the trolls or shills or whatever you want to call them did have an interesting point, which was that when you plot out the journey from Taiwan. Now, looking at it, it seems there is a connecting flight, and I've flown out of Taiwan myself. So it's perfectly plausible that this could come out as a flat Earth truth using the globe. Now, if you look behind me, we've got Taiwan over here, and Anchorage, excuse my geography, is somewhere around here-ish, and then you've got Los Angeles. So it's less of a detour on what they've done when you compare it to the flat Earth map. So obviously you've got Anchorage basically in a straight line. So there is still a considerable deviation, but nonetheless, I mean, I wouldn't be at all surprised if this comes out as a flat Earth truth, only because of the way it's been phrased in lots of the articles with, sort of carefully placed hyphens, and some people specifically mentioning the length of time of journey, which coincidentally is about 16 hours, the same time it takes from Taiwan to Los Angeles. So it's perfectly plausible that it did go from Taiwan, and it still have a massive deviation in its journey. But then again, you could say that's perfectly reasonable to assume that they just deviated. Why not? So if this comes out as a globe Earth proof, then heaven help me. They did detour, but we'll end up dissecting it till it's meaningless. Nonetheless, it's an interesting one to see it actually plotted out from Taiwan. In other words, have it your way, trolls. If you want to say they left from Taiwan, I might as well get another video out of it, and here it is. So there's Taiwan. You can still see that there's a big deviation. They have to come all the way up here in order to land in Anchorage, where they did. So there we go. The other thing was back onto my feed. It seems that since I posted a video about getting remarks from NASA that essentially say it's irrelevant to ask whether a black woman will ever go to the moon or not, I've no longer got access to that feed. So my rather jovial questions at first got some answers, but when I got down to the serious stuff of getting through the Van Allen plasma fields, plasma layer, it got no remarks. Heaven help me for publishing a video about it, because that's stopped me asking any further questions. So it seems the insanity is sanity approach plays true here with myself, which is much easier to just shut people like us up and just stop us from talking. As I said in the remarks to that particular video, it may just be that my Wi-Fi is playing up and this is all just a figment of my imagination. Hopefully that's the case and it's perfectly innocent. Anyway, I've been Nathan Oakley and I will see you in the next video.